We're asked to figure out what tangent of theta is and secant of theta is given these conditions. So you'll actually want to start with the second part of the problem because theta can only be here, 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 or here in one of the four quadrants, right? It could land on one of the axes too, but for this one, I'm going to tell you it's not. It's not going to for this one, okay? So to figure out which quadrant it's in, we can use a mnemonic device, and this comes from the fact that this is a positive direction, this is a positive direction. This is positive, this is negative, and this is a negative direction. So that's where you can derive this from. But all trig functions are positive in the first quadrant. All students take calculus. So just sine and its reciprocal cosecant are positive in the second quadrant. Just tangent and its reciprocal cotangent are positive down here. Just cosine and its reciprocal secant are positive down here. So sine is going to be negative. That means we rule out this quadrant and we rule out this quadrant. These are the only places where sine is negative. Cosine is negative. This one says cosine is positive, so it has to be down in this quadrant by process of elimination. So there's our triangle. Here's our reference angle theta. The angle theta is all the way from here to here, so we can call this a reference angle. I should call it a different theta technically. And we're told it's negative 3/5. We've already got the negative part taken care of because we're down on the y-axis and the hypotenuse is positive. So you don't have to worry about the signs once you do all students take calculus. And sine is the opposite divided by the hypotenuse. Okay, the opposite is 3, and we're going down on the y-axis. And the hypotenuse is 5. So we can find out what this missing side is using the Pythagorean theorem. Negative 3 squared plus some unknown side squared equals the hypotenuse squared. So 3 squared is 9. That's 25. Subtract that 9 from both sides and take a square root. So you should get positive or negative 4. And we're going to use negative 4 because we're on the negative side of the x-axis. So this is negative 4 here. Okay. And so now we're ready to answer what tangent of theta is. Tangent of theta is going to be the opposite of our reference angle divided by the adjacent. So negative 3 divided by negative 4, or in other words, positive 3/4. And look, it's positive just like it was supposed to be. Okay. And then secant of theta is supposed to be the reciprocal of cosine. So cosine's adjacent over hypotenuse, so secant is hypotenuse over the adjacent. The hypotenuse is 5, the adjacent is negative 4, so negative 5/4 is secant of theta.